YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back with a question from one of my subtastics that he asked me to answer for him. This is actually part of my YQA series that I normally do through inboxes when some of y'all will hit me up with, an issue or something you want to discuss, and we'll do some back and forth talking about it. But this particular individual asked me to make a video, so here I am. So let me get to reading. I will not be able to see myself on camera while I'm doing this, so if I look crazy, be nice. Alright, hold on. Here we go. Hey Jahira, hi. So here's the situation. There's a situation going on with my uncle and his son. You see, my cousin is acting up on my uncle, and well, he can't correct him because my aunt don't want him correcting him. She claims he's too strict, but the thing is, she's making things get out of hand with him. He even hurt himself. I assume that's the cousin. The cousin hurt himself and called the police and told the police that the cousin's father, that his uncle had did it. The cousin's father had did it. When my uncle didn't even touch him. So now my uncle has been called to court for that. So basically, the cousin beat himself and told the police that his father did it. His father didn't do it. So now the father has to go to court behind him. I hope y'all got all that. Basically, I want you to tell me, what can a person do in a situation like this? Like, in terms of, one parent not wanting the other parent correcting their child even when the child is acting a fool. So I'm going to say that the person who sent me this letter, we're going to call him Chuck. I like the name Chuck. Hi, Chuck. So, you have a tricky one here. I'm not going to lie, because in an ideal situation, first of all, it's kind of my soapbox thing, but kudos to your uncle for even being and playing a role in your cousin's life. There's not as much of that going on as there should be. And I really do applaud the man for trying or having the desire to instill some discipline in your cousin. But it is kind of a tricky situation, because ideally as a married couple, two people should, in a perfect situation, be on one accord when it comes to the care and upbringing of their children. Now, we know that's not always the case, but, you'd like it to be. As far as what I would do, Chuck, personally, I mean, in the lives of my own children, I'm mother and father, so, I have to do the disciplining and the nurturing. But when you have a situation where two people are actively involved in the raising of their kids, there really should be a sit-down conversation that takes place where, clearly, there's a bigger issue at hand here, because if your cousin, if your uncle can't discipline your cousin, and your cousin keeps up along the vein that he's going, life is going to find a way to discipline him. Make no mistake. Whether that's, look, we all have an authority figure in some respect that we have to, kowtow to, if that's the right word. But, yeah, we all have someone to answer to. I don't give a damn who you are. Bill Gates got someone to answer to. But again, and so the issue now is that, your cousin seems to be spiraling in a negative direction. And I applaud your father for trying to his father for trying to rein him in. I do believe the conversation needs to be held between your uncle and your aunt as far as, well, little Jimbo seems to be fucking up, dear. What are we going to do about it? I mean, there's no other way to put it. If your aunt is concerned about, your uncle getting handsy, laying hands on, and I don't mean the holy way, on your cousin, then that's a legitimate concern, because, I have issues, wait, there are those out there who have issues with hitting their kids. They're out there. But, and I can appreciate that. But, you know, sometimes a stern word is all it takes. But again, you have to be, I mean, you know, the Bible would call it equally yoked. You have to be on the same page, on the whole, you know, eye-to-eye situation. They've got to talk about it. And your father's concerns are legitimate. And as, you know, and I'm getting a little bit little Susie homemaker Stepford wife here, but I do believe that a father in the home is the head of a household. You know, and so as the authority figure, then, you know what I'm saying, he should be able to, or he should have the latitude to address his concerns with his child as he sees fit. That's just where I stand on it, y'all. I don't know. That again, that's what I would say. That's definitely what I would say, Chuck. And I appreciate your writing me. I appreciate y'all, you know, you taking out the time to do so. To all my subtastics, you know, this is the YQA series. And if you want me to make a video, I'm more than happy to do so. Feel free to inbox me your, you know, questions, your concerns, whatever it is you think that I might have an opinion on, and feel free to submit your own as well. You already know. Comment below. Help this dude. You know what I'm saying? Help my boy Chuck. He's standing in the need of a little assistance. And YouTube, that's gonna do it for me. Again, Chuck, you know, talk to your uncle. Talk to your uncle. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't want to see anything happen to your cousin worse than already is. And if somebody don't do something, you know, the only way to get a top to stop spinning is one of two ways. Either to stop it yourself or watch it spin itself out. So we don't want to see that happen. Get at me, YouTube, and give my boy Chuck a hand here. Talk to y'all later. One love.